EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Today we have got a good one in store as part of our John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Series, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
Very highly regarded going into the draft. It was a surprise that he lasted until the 5th round. I was there in Green Bay and witnessed the whole thing happening. But he has a great chance to prove his doubters wrong. I think he's going to a great situation. We know he's incredibly accurate, completed over 74% of his passes in his final season at Colorado. And what I like the most, his attitude, handling what happened to him during the draft process. Now he has a chance to be the guy in Cleveland.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Sanders to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Out of the gun here, Sanders. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on a return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
At the 28-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9. Shotgun now with Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Ronnie Hickman burying him short of the sticks for a loss there.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Browns, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They will start this drive with Ford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Across midfield. And the Niners are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Here's Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
It's a gain of 2. And the 49er first down. 1st and goal, San Francisco.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score.
That time a 6-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
On play action, here's Shadur. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, They've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. To throw now. Here's Sanders. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Here's Moore on the return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. That is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. Open man is born. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, Purdy. And they find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards. And the 49er 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, 49ers.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
A 7-yard gain. And the 49er 1st down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. Here's the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Bourne going to go in motion right here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Pearsall. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
To throw is Sanders. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Sanders. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing, Sanders. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the play. That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the
Well, that's the kind of play that was
line.
lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Play action. It's Sanders. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Under pressure, and they it to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
From the gun, it's Shador. And the pressure gets to him again. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety.
They've got his man complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cedric Tillman, 41 yards. And the Browns are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
A toss running left. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Purdy bootlegging it. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Purdy now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Second and 9. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. So now the Browns down by 8, 36 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Tillman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
They'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. This to possibly force OT. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense to get in there for the sack to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic, don't you think, partner? Not even able to get off one last throw to see how it would have turned out. Instead, pass rush got to him and ended it that way.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.